Unfortunately, we are gearing up for a wet start to the weekend, timing out showers, storms, and then the heat wave that follows. Your full forecast coming up.
New body camera video sheds light on an arrest that got violent. We're getting a closer look at what happened when police tried to arrest a man who they say stole a car.
Plus preparations tonight for Sailfest in New London. We'll show you what to expect when the event sets sail tomorrow.
Fox 61, Connecticut's news station, begins with a Weather Watch alert.
Good evening and thanks for joining us for the Fox 61 News at 10. I'm Brent Harden.
And I'm Sarah Sanchez. We begin tonight on a Weather Watch alert. We're tracking rain for tomorrow and the potential for flooding, plus another heat wave for next week to top it all off.
Let's check in with Chief Meteorologist Rachel Frank for a first look at the forecast. So, Rach, what's in store for the weekend?
I think we'll see scattered showers and thunderstorms during the day tomorrow. A flood watch is in effect for a lot of the state through 8 p.m. tomorrow night. However, I think the wettest time period will be in the morning, and we may see a drying trend as we head through the afternoon. So there is at least some hope. So we'll see these scattered showers and storms, and embedded within them, there could be a narrow band of heavy rain, and it'll be in this narrow banding that we have the potential for some isolated poor drainage flooding or river flooding. I don't think flooding is a widespread issue tomorrow, but we still wanted to have this weather watch alert just to let you all know that, hey, if you have outdoor plans tomorrow, especially in the morning, you might consider a plan B, or just make sure that you're ready to go if you're having an outdoor party, that you can bring the party inside. Here's a look at the radar right now. Mostly quiet. There's one little downpour to the northwest of Connecticut, and we're looking at all of this rain. A lot of it stays to the south of us, but we are going to break off just enough moisture that we get a bit of rain heading into tomorrow. So this is 7 a.m. Scattered showers, the chance for some locally heavy downpours. And again, notice how narrow this banding is with heavy rain. If you're outside of that banding, it may be not so bad. If you're within the banding, you're going, oof, this is a wet Saturday. So your opinion of tomorrow depends on where you live. But here's that drying trend as we head through the afternoon. So I think it is a wetter start than it will be to finish. And we're looking at high temperatures in the 80s. Once we get past tomorrow, it is hot and humid, and we've got another heat wave to tell you about. Your full forecast coming up.
Rachel, thank you. And with another heat wave expected, the state is launching the extreme hot weather protocol. Starting Sunday at noon, cooling centers will be open across the state. You can dial 211 to find the nearest one to you. The protocol will last until Wednesday. And we have you covered when it comes to the rain and storms this weekend. For the hour-by-hour forecast plus live radar, download our free Fox 61 app.
Developing out of Bristol tonight, 2 adults have been charged in the death of a 2-year-old child. Police tell Fox 61 they've been investigating the incident since January. Police were told the baby fell down a flight of stairs, but they eventually determined that the toddler had been physically abused for a while, eventually dying. 21-year-old Elijah Amoldovar was arrested last week, and 24-year-old Luis De Jesus was arrested today. Both are charged with risk of injury and cruelty. De Jesus faces additional charges of manslaughter and assault.
Officials are investigating after a teacher at the New England Jewish Academy in West Hartford was arrested. He is accused of sexually assaulting a student. Police and the Department of Children and Families say they launched an investigation into 47-year-old Roger Katz back in June. They were notified he allegedly touched a juvenile student. Katz was arrested yesterday and arraigned this morning on several charges. Well, the Waterbury State's Attorney's Office says the force used by a group of officers during a stolen car arrest Thursday morning was justified.
A video of the incident has been circulating on social media, and some people are upset by what they saw.
Fox 61's Julia LeBlanc has more from the lot where it all went down on Wolcott Street.
We're about to show you some of the body camera video from the incident in this parking lot yesterday morning, and we want to warn you it might be disturbing for some, but ultimately the state's attorney says the actions of the officers were justified and the mayor is standing by them.
They wildin'. Yo! He's wildin'.
This video continues to circulate online, showing Waterbury police officers struggling and fighting with the man Thursday morning.
It was all over social media. All you see is just cops royally destroying this dude.
And people like Zach Vicenze are weighing in.
It looked like, honestly, it was too excessive. Like, I understand you're supposed to pin him down, but you have like 5, 10 officers. Most of them are either bigger than him or about the same size, so it's kind of redundant.
Waterbury Mayor Paul Pernaruski Jr. saw it too, asking the state's attorney to review it and the body camera video of responding officers.
The state's attorneys determined that the amount of force used was completely appropriate under the circumstances.
Police say it all started just before 10:30 a.m. when they got a call from a woman who recognized her stolen car near Wolcott Street here in Waterbury. Police say in that car was 44-year-old Jose Belito Rosado. The woman confronted him and got the car back. When police caught up with him in this parking lot and attempted to arrest him. Body camera video shows the struggle between him and the officers, and police pointing to this moment.
Stop reaching for my gun! Stop reaching for my gun!
Where they say Belito Rosado's hand made its way to an officer's gun, pulling the protective cover of the holster off.
I think if you're looking at just that one piece of the video, there might be concerns that are raised, but when you see the full extent of the video and you see what was really going on there, I don't see how you can come to a different conclusion other than the officers acted completely appropriately.
The mayor says 2 of the officers walked away with injuries, one of them bitten by Belito Rosado, a convicted felon who police say was in possession of a crack pipe with an outstanding warrant.
Our police officers are out there every day doing a very difficult, dangerous job. I think this video shows how dangerous that job can be in a matter of seconds, and I just want to commend them for the job they do every day, and particularly in this incident.
Now, Belito Rosado remains in the hospital tonight with injuries. He was arraigned from his hospital bed on multiple charges this afternoon, and his bond was set at $350,000. In the meantime, we're also hearing from the police chief, who is commending the actions of his officers as well for keeping themselves and the public safe. We are in Waterbury. Julia LeBlanc, Fox 61, Connecticut's news station.
A Wethersfield man faces charges of stalking tonight. Back in May, Cromwell police say a victim reported finding a GPS tracking device inside their vehicle. Police say the device was placed by a person known to the victim, and 48-year-old Lawrence Senko was arrested for electronic stalking and violating a protective order. Senko was expected to appear in court on July 15.
Local animal rights activists are angry over charges filed against a woman who allegedly locked her malnourished dogs in an abandoned car. They want more. Well, the Waterbury woman was in court today. Kadisha Wilson was arrested last month. The dogs were rescued, but one has since died. Outside the courtroom, advocates gathered calling for the charges to be upgraded from a misdemeanor to a felony. They say there should be harsher penalties for animal abuse.
Shadow is another victim of animal abuse, okay? And animal abuse, again, is connected to child abuse, domestic violence, and we have to do better to protect the innocent, and we're just not doing it.
The laws need to change, and the lawmakers need to be aware that people are serious about this.
Wilson's charged with 2 counts of animal cruelty. Today, the judge continued her case to August to allow more time for discovery.
We are learning more tonight about new housing to be built in place of the church that collapsed in New London. Back in January, you remember, the steeple of the First Congregational Church fell through the roof, essentially destroying the entire 200-year-old building. An affordable housing nonprofit, Eastern Connecticut Housing Opportunities, or ECHO, is now looking to build an apartment complex on the lot. ECHO's proposal includes using some of the church's granite and other pieces in the new building, keeping the memory of the church here for more than 2 centuries. This coming at the same time the housing crisis in Connecticut is in the spotlight.
There's a tremendous need. I mean, last I heard, we were probably 10,000 units short in southeastern Connecticut alone. You could see from the development interest in New London that New London is one of the places that people really want to live if there was more housing units.
Now, right now, the sale is contingent upon approval from city leaders. City Council will discuss the matter on Monday. The project to demolish the church has been stalled since the collapse. According to the paperwork, ECHO leaders would have the site cleared by the end of the summer to begin construction.